Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As I'm sure you can tell by the title below this video, today's video is going to be a first impression and demo of the Lioele Dollish Veil Vita BB Cream, and this is in the shade number 2 Natural Green. I chose to get the shade Natural Green instead of the shade Gorgeous Purple because I don't really have a whole lot of problems with like sallowness, and I do have is redness around my nose and on my cheeks here, and green is really good at canceling out redness because it's opposite to red on the color wheel, so they neutralize each other, giving you a more even skin tone. So that's why I chose to get this one. First, let's look at the claims on the box. In the front of the packaging it says that it has an SPF 25 PA++, and in the ingredients it has titanium dioxide and zinc oxide to provide that. So when it has a PA++, that means that it covers UVA and UVB rays, so it's a broad spectrum protection sun factor there. And then it says it has blemish balm, vitamin care, and makeup base. So that's good because it'll help like fading marks. It's got good vitamins for your face and your skin, and it has coverage to it because it's a makeup base. On the side of the package, it gives you a little like description of what the product's supposed to do. It says, as a BB cream with double function of makeup base and BB cream, it's effective for skin tone correction and coverage. It's a new type of BB cream, which not only protecting skin with vitamins, but expressing more natural skin tone by changing capsule color right after application. It gives you a feeling of moisturized and matte finish. So, translation aside, this is supposed to give you coverage while correcting your dark marks and improving your skin over time. So it's a makeup and a skincare product in one. It has vitamins in it, like I said on the front. And also, it says that it has like it moisturizes your skin, but it sets to more of a matte finish for oil control, which I kind of get oily around the sides of my nose here, but everywhere else I'm kind of dry, so I'm hoping it'll work well with my kind of combination skin. And then also it says that it has color changing capsules in it, so I'm thinking it's one of those ones kind of like that L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier, or I forget what it's called, but the L'Oreal BB cream with the tiny little squeezy tip. And it has like little beads in it that burst and have the pigments inside of them, so it looks kind of whitish, but then you blend it out, or probably greenish since it's natural green. This bottle contains 30 milliliters of product, so pretty standard foundation size. You know, most foundations are about 30 mils or 1 ounce. So, you know, as far as that goes, I'm satisfied with the size. I got this off of eBay from the seller Jenna YX3, and she is a US seller. She's based in Brooklyn, New York. I got this for $16.99 with free shipping, and it came pretty quickly actually, so I'm pretty happy about it. This is what the bottle looks like out of the box. I'll hold it up to my face so you can see it more kind of true to size. It's got this really pretty kind of metallic pink, just like the box had, only it's not quilted, and it says all the things that it does, just like I said on the front of the box. It has this little lid here. The lid comes off kind of easily, I noticed, so it might not be so great for travel. It might come off and get messy in your bag. It does come just looks so pretty and girly and sleek, and I love that it does have some kind of pump because it keeps the product more sanitary, and you don't have to dip your finger in there. You don't have to worry about squeezing out too much product. It's very controllable when it has a pump. But let me squeeze a little out on the back of my hand, and if we can get some to come out. See what it looks like. There we go. So this is what it looks like. I hope you guys can see that little dollop there. Sorry, the sun is kind of like on my hand. Maybe you can see better if I'm back here. But it comes out kind of like a whitish green color. So it's kind of thick. It just kind of stays a little dollop and slowly is melting, but it's not sliding or running or anything. And I do see, looking close up at the product, it has tiny little grains, like little tiny granules in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up on the camera, but it is kind of gritty looking, but it doesn't feel gritty like the L'Oreal one did. Almost like it felt like you were working a face scrub into your face to leave on your skin, which I didn't like that one. But this is a Korean BB cream, so I'm sure it'll be much better. This is like where BB cream started in Korea, where they really picked up popularity. It smells really nice. It smells a little bit like sun cream, but more kind of fruity. Do you guys remember, I don't know if you're like from the same generation as me, but do you remember that purple sunscreen that your mother used to slather on you at the beach, the banana boat stuff, and it smelled kind of fruity, but also kind of like sun cream? That's kind of exactly what this smells like. It smells like banana boat sunscreen, so it's really kind of fruity. It kind of smells like a fake banana a little bit, but also kind of tropical, and a little bit like your standard sunscreen smell. Time to blend it out and see how the color change works. I can feel a slight grittiness, but it's not really gritty, and there you go, you can see the color changing right before your eyes. It's not like a face scrub where it's really gritty. And the color changes quite easily. It's not like you have to blend a whole lot. I'm not tugging at my skin and blending it out. It's really smooth and blendable. And there you can see what the color looks like. It's kind of a neutral one. It's not like super pink, but it's not super yellow. And it is a little peachy. More orangey than they normally are, and I'd say way darker than BB creams usually are. You can see it against my neck here, which my neck is always darker than my face. I don't know why, it just gets more color than my face does. But it actually looks like it would match with my neck pretty well, which is the goal here. But it smells really nice actually. I can't get over how much I like the smell because it just makes me kind of nostalgic for the beach. But it feels really nice. It feels really smooth and creamy. It doesn't feel like that L'Oreal one that was all gritty and nasty. And it just feels so smooth. I just want to keep doing this. I love how fast the color change worked though, because sometimes products like this, it's just like they stay white on your skin no matter how much you blend them. I'm just going to wipe this off with one of my disposable makeup wipes so I don't get it all over my clothes, as I do have a tendency to forget that it's there and wipe it on everything accidentally. I do also want to mention that Jenna X gives really generous samples when you buy from her. So what came with this product were 3 samples of the Skin 79 Super Plus BB Cream, and this is the hot pink triple function one. So this one is meant for combination skin. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the demo here. So I'm going to start off by just pumping out a little bit onto my finger like this. I don't have any concealer or anything on my face yet. I just have my eyebrows filled in and I've got my eye makeup on. But I'm just gonna dot it around my face. It's really kind of a liquidy texture, like it kind of melts when it gets on your skin, whereas it pumps out at first kind of thick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this in and see how it does. The color looks like it's really matching pretty well. And it blends in nicely. I don't feel like I'm pulling on my skin a ton to blend this in. Like some BB creams are really thick and I feel like you really have to pull the crap out of your skin to get it to blend in. This is one BB cream that I feel like you have to rub in just because it has those beads that have the color in it that need to burst. So I don't feel like you could pat it in and get the same effect, you know what I mean? But it's rubbing in very smoothly. I read a lot of complaints online when I was getting ready to purchase this and trying to decide if I wanted to try it or not. And a lot of people are saying, oh, you just have to blend it forever and it never really changes color, it just makes your skin look really white. And I don't think they were applying it right because this is changing really fast for me. I don't know if maybe they used too much product to where it wouldn't blend in or anything, or if they tried to pat it in maybe instead of blending it in, because this is changing really easily for me. It's taking out the redness pretty well. I do feel like my other BB creams maybe do a bit better on the redness department. And it covers over my dark marks fairly well as well. Let me take a look real quick at my mirror and see how it's done for the pores. It did alright in the pores, actually. I have lots of blackheads and large pores around my nose, and you know, I covered over them pretty well. For being a thinner consistency than the BB creams I'm used to. It did pick up a couple of my dry patches, but I think that's just because you have to kind of blend it around to rub it in, and the method of application can disturb flakiness more so than if you're patting it in. The coverage on this is alright. I would say it covers over like my smaller dark marks, so I'd say maybe it's a medium coverage or light medium. I definitely think you could probably build it up because it is something that sets to a matte finish supposedly. So if you want to go in and do like a second layer, you can probably do that and it would be just fine. Probably won't get cakey just because it's such a nice thin blendable consistency. It doesn't do as well at covering over dark marks as some of my other BB creams, and I am noticing that it is a lot darker than the BB creams that I'm used to. This is definitely like NC20. I would not say this is suitable for anyone lighter than an NC20. I'd say, you know, people darker can definitely pull this off too if they top it off with a slightly darker face powder or even just add bronzer. So that's good because a lot of BB creams are really targeted towards people with very light skin. And, of course, not everyone is one color. I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer, and I will be right back. So I am back after applying my concealer. A couple of things that I noticed. The smell on this is actually quite strong, and it lingers. I still notice it now, even when it's blended onto my face. Also, this has oxidized to be just a tiny bit darker, not like really dark. I just realized I missed a little spot over there. I'm going to blend a little bit more BB cream over there. Another thing that I noticed though while I'm taking care of this is that this BB cream makes my skin feel a little bit tight. And I did moisturize very well before this. I used my simple Vital Vitamin Night Cream to moisturize, and my skin just feels a little bit tight, like it's a little dried out. So it's not a big deal. I'm just not going to powder my skin except for under my eyes for my eye concealer. But, you know, I think if your skin was really severely dry, it might prove to be a little bit uncomfortable for you. Also, I did notice that I ended up using a little bit more concealer than I usually do. Normally, my BB creams, because they have more of a gray tone instead of like a really true beige, peachy color, I feel like they cover a little bit more redness. So I did end up having to use concealer around my nose here just to cancel out that excess redness. And I felt like it didn't do as good of a job at covering up these couple little breakouts that I've got going on right now. That being said, if this BB cream's claims for fading dark marks are true, then over time it won't really matter that its coverage isn't as good because it will fade my dark marks. I'll have less imperfections to cover over. So I did not powder my skin, and this is what the finish looks like. I wouldn't call it like a completely matte finish. It doesn't look like powder on the skin, but it is a satin finish. There's still a little bit of glow on my cheeks and my forehead. It's definitely not dewy, but it's not a dry matte finish. But, what I am going to do is just set under my eyes with a little bit of my translucent powder. This is just the one by Rimmel. This is their Stay Matte powder in transparent. I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush and just place this underneath my eyes just so my concealer does not budge because I am going to work later. This is my finished demo slash first impressions of this product. Overall, I like the BB cream. It gives a natural finish on the skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing any makeup. It's great that you don't need powder. Less products to carry with you. The smell is nice. Overpowering for some people. If you get a sensitive nose or if you got sensitive skin to sunscreen that is physical, might give you a problem. The price is pretty affordable. It's a bit more expensive than some BB creams I've tried maybe, but you know, for getting it shipped really quickly and for the amount of product that you get, which is pretty standard for a foundation, it's not like a high-end product by any means. I'd say it's still in that sort of drugstore range. I like that the color matched my skin really well. It is like a peachy color, it's not yellow, so you know, I think it can suit either cool or warm skin tones. I like the finish that it gives. I just wish it had slightly more coverage, but then again, I think that the less coverage factor kind of helps you know, make it look more natural on your skin. But as far as things like whitening the dark spots or, you know, giving vitamins to my skin and improving the health and texture of my skin over time, obviously I can't tell you about that right now because that's the first impression, but anyway, I am going to check back later with you guys and let you know how my skin is looking then. Right now it is 11:16 in the morning, and I am going to check back in a few hours and give you guys an update on my skin and how it's holding up. So I'm back now for a little check-in to see how the BB cream is holding up. It is now 3:22, so it has been slightly over 4 hours, and this is what the makeup looks like. I hope you guys can see and the lighting's okay. It's gone kind of overcast now. But you can see I added some blush and a little bit of highlight right here on my cheek just because my face was looking a little washed out. But as you can see, the makeup is holding out great. I don't feel like it's wearing off in any particular place. My blush still looks smooth. It doesn't look like splotches are coming off. And I have been talking on the phone. I went out to lunch with my husband and ate. And, you know, I don't feel like it's really wearing off badly anywhere. There is a slight bit of oil breakthrough around the sides of my nose, but it's nowhere near as much as when I use like my Skin 79 VIP Gold. That one's not as good for oil control because it's meant for more dry skin, so with that one I do feel the need to powder down the center of my face. But with this one, for not having applied any powder at all and not having needed powder, it has lasted amazingly well. You can see these blemishes down here that I had covered up before and this one over my cheek are still nice and concealed as much as is possible for mountains like those. So I am really pleased with this. It held up absolutely phenomenally. I'm gonna have to cut the video off here, guys, just because it is getting dark now and I have to go to work later, so I'm not going to be able to do any more check-ins with this product, but just to let you know, this product is fabulous. So that's my first impressions and my demo slash mini review of this product. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. You guys have a great day, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.